Well, Lee, welcome to ADI2025 here in San Antonio. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I love getting to talk to people like you who are in the craft space, and I'm curious to know about your story. How did you become a distiller?
It's kind of a roundabout way. I was actually a brewer, started off as a brewer, and then I was going to be a winemaker. And I was working in France in a winery, and part of my job was to distill. And so when I came back to the States, I just fortunately happened to kind of stumble into a distilling job and forgot, about wine. And that started the whole thing. So I worked at a distillery called McMinimans in Portland for a while.
Sure.
Then I started my first distillery with a friend of mine called House Spirits. And we created Aviation Gin.
Yeah.
That was our big project. But I sold that off to my partner to start Bull Run, because I was a lot more interested in whiskey than gin. And so here I am, still making whiskey, but also making an Arak too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm kind of excited because you won an award for this Arak.
Yes, it was really surprising. It's a collaboration between some friends of mine, and that's what's nice about Portland, which I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, this was a double gold winner and best of category winner.
Wow.
And really surprising for such an obscure product, so I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, what does it mean to be here with all of your colleagues in this industry recognizing you for that achievement?
Well, I'd like to have more bottles here for them to try, but Arak, it's an anise-based spirit, and it's probably one of the least appreciated kind of spirit categories. But it's for those that love licorice and anise. I think it's something that delivering to them, and so but I hope they get a wider audience.
Absolutely. I mean, it's always fun to me to see how much this community cares about each other, and coming together at ADI really is something special.
Oh yeah, I think it really is about community and collaboration. I've been coming to ADI for quite a long time, and it's great to see people that I haven't seen for a while.
Sure.
But that's what I love about the craft distilling community, is that's all very, very helpful and very fraternal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we have a mariachi band in the background because we're here in San Antonio.
Yes.
So yeah. I'm probably going to interview them later.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to have a sample?
Sure. I'd love to.
I'm super excited. I love Arak.
Yeah, so this was a little about craft distillation, but also Portland, where I'm from.
Right.
There's a great, huge level of collaboration going on there, and this started off as a collaboration between me and Jamal Hassan, who's a friend of mine. He's a bartender, and he has a Lebanese and Syrian descent, and we have a love of licorice spirits, anise-based spirits. And when he came to me with this project, of course I said yes, we'll do it. And so we researched a traditional Arak, drank a bunch of traditional Araks from Syria and Lebanon, and decided that we're going to make ours, in a more Western or in Portland style. We're not going to try and copy them too much. But the base is very traditional. It's made from brandy or grapes, so we used Oregon Pinot Noir for the base brandy. Jamal was able to somehow, and I didn't peek into it too far, to be able to get Syrian aniseed. So we got that smuggled in somehow. But the process was really simple. It was that we created the brandy, then we infused it with the aniseed, and it took a lot of aniseed traditionally. I mean, looking at some of these, the small little pot stills that we saw pictures of in Syria and Lebanon were just packed full of aniseed. And so we weren't quite that over the top. But we did a second distillation with it over the aniseed, and then that's about it. Really simple. What was interesting, though, is that just coincidentally, at the same time, there's a maker of amphora in Oregon for the wine industry.
Sure.
And he came to me with this project and said he'd never had spirits aged in amphora, in clay amphora. And a lot of wines are done that way. The white wines are done that way. And so he gave me this amphora, and I had just done a batch of Arak, and so I dumped it in there. And we left it in there for about 8 months. And then we finally pulled it out, and this is what we got.
Wow.
So it's really great collaboration.
Yeah. Well, now I'm thirsty. That's so cool. And this is 99 proof?
Yes. We found that about 100 proof is where it's very stable. It's not going to loosh on its own.
Sure.
And but also too, we wanted it to be not a liqueur, because the anethol that's in the aniseed gives you the illusion of sweetness. And but we wanted to make sure that nobody thought it's like a liqueur.
Sure. Well, cheers, Lee. Thank you so much, and congrats on this award.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so unique.
Yeah, and I think the high alcohol content also helps balance the anethol that's in the aniseed. But I guess you get that nice little licoricey hit. But there's also on the finish the kind of earthiness.
Yes.
I was figuring with the amphora, white wines tend to pick up a kind of a very lean, minerally kind of character, and that's what I was expecting out of this. But this has picked up more of a deeper, earthier flavor on the finish.
Yeah, that's really unique. Well, kudos to that. That's such an achievement, and I'm glad that you got recognized with this award here at ADI.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And thanks for joining me.
Great. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Talk to you soon.
Great.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Join the community shaping craft spirits. Membership that meets you where you are and grows with you. Visit distilling.com and become part of the movement today.